Welcome to Electric Football, and I'll tell you what, it's week 15, but I'm going to brag a bit. Go back to week 14 and look what I said about Detroit. I talked about Jeremy Ross. I told you he had some moves that really impressed me. Nobody's talking Jeremy Ross. What does he do last week? Well, I'll tell you. He does a 58-yard punt return touchdown and a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown. Gio, if you've got an award for best prognosticating moment of the season, right there, baby. Anyway, let's get into the games because we've been going way too long. That's stupid.
That's AP.
That's Adrian Peterson. He's in a walking boot. You can't see it, though.
You can't talk. Yeah.
Chargers at Broncos is the Thursday night.
Really could doom San Diego with a loss here. They dismantled New York, but they try to keep their playoff hopes alive. Sadly, it's against the Broncos, winners of 3 straight against the Bolts. Make it 4.
Broncos remind me of the Colts in that they're so off balance. The offense is so good that the defense looks horrible.
Yeah.
They're now benching starters on the defense to try and fix it. Doesn't matter. When they get in a shootout game, and this will be a shootout game, Broncos win.
Gotcha. Washington, Atlanta.
Okay. Redskins got crushed, weren't even in it. Falcons at least had a shot last week. I actually think the Falcons have gotten slightly better as the season progresses. I'm taking the Falcons.
Yeah, tough to call this game. Well, Captain Kirk starters at RG3. They're talking about bench and RG3. It's Atlanta's got a great passing game, a lousy rushing opposite for Washington. Great rushing, lousy passing. I'll take the Birds to win one here and try not to collapse. Snyder is none too pleased with this team right now, but he is a crappy owner.
The team should be none too pleased with Snyder.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we got San Francisco at the Bucs.
Correct.
And this one's going to be real quick for me. San Francisco had a big win. They established that they can play with the Seahawks. And, the Bucs have played much better, but Mike Glennon hasn't faced a defense like this. They're going to come after him. They're going to confuse him. Give me San Francisco.
Yeah, these are the 2 worst passing offenses in the league, literally. Shiano and the Bucs made jerky of Buffalo in the last week, and San Francisco showed that Seattle is great when they're in Seattle. Must win for San Fran to keep pace with a shot at the division, and I'm taking the Gold Diggers here.
Okay. Seattle at the Giants, and Stu just talked about San Francisco having a shot at the division. I don't think they do. San Francisco rolls into New York and rolls over New York. Season's over for New York. Great teams don't lose 2 in a row. Seattle is a great team.
Everything in my gut tells me that Seattle plays David to the Giants' Goliath. But I hate their road record, and the Giants may get up for this one. Number 1, Seattle defense against an inconsistent New York Giants offense. Crossing fingers that the Giants play spoiler. Seahawks are going to leave their gear at MetLife for February.
Okay.
Seattle.
Eagles at Vikings, and what an end to the Vikings game.
Best game of the season. And you know what? Before we go forward, so what is the NFL Network showing as the game of the week? Brady and the Browns. Are you kidding? The best game of the week was Baltimore, Minnesota. NFL Network, you got it wrong.
The first 3 quarters of it weren't.
Neither was the Browns Patriots.
Depending on your feelings about the Vikings, I was kind of going like, oh, crap, we're the 6th draft pick. Oh, great, we're the 2nd draft pick. Oh, crap, we're the 6th draft pick. It was, talking about both games, the Patriots game and the Viking game, some questionable pass interference calls there, folks.
No kidding.
Anyway, I think the Vikings game turned into a Madden game. I think LaShawn McCoy has Madden-like moves. He ran crazy last week. Expect it to happen to my Vikes. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, I can't imagine the Vicks 31st ranked defense can keep up. Foles is printing Vicks plane ticket for out of town. I'm taking the Eagles here.
All right. We've got Patriots at the Dolphins. And you want to talk about lucky wins? Okay, I'm going to give you lucky wins.
Both teams.
Yeah. New England, lucky win. They were gifted pass interference penalty. Miami, lucky win. Antonio Brown stepped out of bounds on a play that had me screaming out loud. That never happened.
Did you see the burst once he got the ball on the he was gone. However, they were in motion on the kick, so that probably would have been called back, and Roethlisberger's throw was forward. So
you don't call that back.
Anyway,
Gronk went down. Think about if New England had Aaron Hernandez and a healthy Rob Gronkowski and a healthy Vince Wilfork and a healthy Jared, they have been decimated by injuries, and they're still going to beat Stu's Dolphins.
I picked Miami against Miami last week. I'm doing it again. A Gronkless Tom Brady is in the sunshine is still better than Miami right now. And anyway, even if Miami leads by 35 with seconds left to go, 7 seconds left to go, excuse me. Brady will find a way to win. He's like magic.
Or the NFL will give it to him.
Yeah.
Bills at Jags, and in our effort to keep this quick, Jags.
Jags. Yeah.
Okay.
Coach of the year for Gus Bradley.
All right. Texans at Colts, and the Colts spit out their cubes. You know, real quick, Nate Jackson's book, Slow Getting Up, very good. Talked about Gary Kubiak, and very, very, evidently a very great man. So,
Okay.
very good guy to play for. So I should make jokes at his expense. Give me the Colts. They're winning this game. Doesn't matter who's coaching the Texans.
Yeah, J.J. Watt seems to be the only player on the Houston Texans that's actually playing hard. Luck will somehow pull this off, and I give Indy 0 chances in the playoffs.
Okay. Chicago off a big win against Dallas, against the Browns, who were robbed. Battle of the Joshes, McCown versus Josh Gordon. Give me the Bears, because I think the Battle of the Joshes is even, but the Bears have Matt Forte.
Yeah, I would love an upset here, but McCown is just hastening Cutter's exit from the Bears, and the Bears win a close battle in Cleveland.
All right. Kansas City at
Won't be watching that.
Kansas City at Oakland, and KC got it rolling again.
Yeah, they should roll here.
And they are going to roll right over the McGloins.
Yeah, they're here for the 5th seed basically in the AFC playoffs, and I think they take it easily.
They're going to kick Oakland in their McGloin.
McGloin. That's a great office name, like McGloin, get in here.
Exactly. Jets at Carolina. Panthers off a big loss. Jets off a big win. It's going to be different this week. Carolina will maul Geno. He's not going to have the kind of time he had against Oakland. Give me Carolina.
Yeah, Geno's going to be saying, why isn't Sanchez starting this game? I think Carolina rolls. And if anyone knows who number 48 was that signed this helmet.
You've got it backwards. Switch around. That one's 48.
Oh, there's 2 on here?
Yes.
Oh, who's 48? Anyone? I think it's Karen Schubring.
Karen was a hell of a player. Broke some barriers there for women in the NFL.
Let us know if you know who it is, because we don't care.
All right, where are we? We're at Green Bay versus Dallas. And
right.
Boy, Dallas mailed one in, didn't they?
Oh, man.
Green Bay, the big question is Aaron Rodgers back or not.
Ron.
I think Dallas actually wins this game regardless. I honestly think Dallas needs this. They're a game back, and I think at home they're going to come up big.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys recover from the Ditka-inspired blowout, and I think they win pretty handily here.
All right. Cards against Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, the Cards are my new ride them till they fail you team.
It makes no sense with this team.
Evidently, it's coaching. Who can tell?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's my pick. I'm going Cards.
All right. I like Tennessee, who isn't crappy, to win one here and deal the Cards a blow.
Okay. So we differ on that one. Deal the Cards. Nice. Look at Stu. So we got the Saints at St. Louis. And, the Rams can really get after a quarterback, and that's what I was counting on when I started picking them, and they stopped getting those sacks. The Saints, Junior Gillette had a huge game this week, and as always, Drew Brees putting up the numbers. So give me the Saints to take this one.
Yeah, it was tough for me to pick this game. It's a dome game, so that doesn't hurt the Saints at all. But the Rams aren't laying down here, and I expect a fight. But the Saints need this win to stay ahead of the Panthers, who should beat the Jets. So they're going to want to win this game really bad to stay one game up. But I'm taking the upset here, and I am taking the Rams.
Oh, look at Stu.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bengals at Steelers. I'm going to let you start off on this one.
All right, Miami survived with the Mike Tomlin karma call. Man, that was the sideline coming in a little because Tomlin was actually not standing there to drive him back inbounds. The Bengals still don't play so well that I can be confident to take them here. Maybe Pittsburgh ruins their night here by beating them.
Okay.
I'm taking them.
I'm going to disagree. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be able to run against them. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be able to pass against them. And I think Andy Dalton's going to do enough to get this game won. Bengals, baby. Go Natty.
By the way, note, I think they switched one of the games. They took, what was it, was it the Patriot? There was a game switch. The Sunday night game was switched. It's now the Bengals Steelers, not the Bengals Steelers. It's Philly and whoever they're playing. Vikings.
Philly Vikings. Stu's having a senior moment.
Sorry, it's a long day.
Anyway, Ravens at Lions. Talking about two teams that have underwhelmed for most of the season. But I am on the Jeremy Ross bandwagon. So it's going to be Jeremy Ross against Jacoby Jones. This is going to be a battle of the special teams. Yeah. I don't think a kick returner or a punt returner is going to get tackled this game. I think it's just going to be boop, 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 boop. Anyway, I honestly think that the interior of the Lions' defense is going to make the difference here. I think they'll be able to stuff the run. I think they'll be able to push the pocket on Flacco. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, both teams need the win, no doubt about it. Ravens had the miracle last week. Detroit was plowed under by the Phillies, and they're fighting to stay alive.
They were plowed under by the Phillies?
The Phillies. I always do that. I can't just do Eagles, man. Plowed under by the Eagles. I think I plowed under in Philly.
Okay.
Can't even read my notes. Anyway, Lions are a tough team at home, and they're the second best offense in the league. I'm taking that to damage the Ravens' chances. That's a Miami pick, by the way, for me.
You know what's funny about those stats, like best offense, how much do they take into account when and how Stafford turns over the ball? Because he does a lot.
I don't know that that's included in
he's
the
the Brett
numbers.
Favre now.
You know, Seattle's the #1 defense, but they lose on the road. Are they the #1 defense if they can't win at home and away? I don't know. It's all stats.
All right, so
for the geeks out there.
That's a much quicker electric football.
We saved a good 20 minutes off your life here.
We hope that makes it better for you. I'm Steve Brown.
I'm Stu Pace for Electric Football. Thanks to the Cosmos Club. Look at FinNation.com. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for coming by, AP.
Hey, AP, get better, baby.
We love you guys.
Bye-bye.